in a game situation, first event in a long journey. How did you process it all, and what did it mean to you?
Oh man, well it was exciting just to get started, just because it's just been long awaited. We've been putting this thing together for past year, ups and downs, and I think it's only fair to admit that when we committed here, we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. First time we came here, now that we have everybody, a full collective group, and I'm just excited just to continue to grow and build. It's not just me. I'm grateful that I get to share the floor with just so many other great players. Good players with high IQs, and it's just so so different here. I love it.
Tom Dowd, BrooklynNets.com.
Hey, Kyrie, opening up last night, you got Spencer, you got Kevin out there. So three guys really highly capable of operating as a lead guard. How is the fit and the flow between you guys? And how dangerous does it make you to have those three creators out there, even if it's Karras instead of Spencer?
Can you repeat that one more time? I'm sorry.
I was just saying, you got like three guys highly capable of operating that lead guard role with yourself and Kevin and Spencer out there last night. How is the fit and the flow between the three of you, and how dangerous does that make you guys, even if it's Karras out there instead of Spencer sometimes?
Well, man, well, I mean, wow, what kind of dangerous do you think it makes us? I think I could ask you the same question. Just being able to have so many guys that could play off the ball with the basketball, and our offense is predicated on guys just being efficient in space. Some of us don't necessarily have the target of shooters, catch and shoot, and we're kind of one-on-one guards, sort of say we can get our own shots. Guys can do so many things intangibly with the game, but when you have Karras, myself, Spence, and KD out there, just that four, alone in one group, it's hard to match up. We see mismatches all over the floor. And then you add in kind of the versatility of the other guards that we have that can play multiple positions, with Tyler Johnson coming off the bench, being able to play, defense, and being able to play that lead guard. We got Chioza, who's a great backup as well. Just showing guys are showing great things in camp, and we just want that to translate into the season, so we could just plug in guys whenever we deem fit, or Coach Nash can plug in guys.
Greg Logan, Newsday.
Kyrie, you guys have overcome a lot of obstacles to get to this point, just to get to here. And now you have a season with COVID in front of you. You have a short training camp. Can you just describe the difficulty of pulling this all together in such a short time frame?
Man, well, like I always say, whether I'm on, kind of my platform or anywhere else, it's just prayers out to everyone's families first and foremost. It's such a sensitive time in history. 2020 it's not been friendly to everyone. It's been filled with challenges, and life has come into play. So I'm just grateful to be sitting here with you guys. But in terms of what's reflected in terms of how I felt coming into this, especially this environment, back to work, you don't want to take any day for granted. You want to be able to come in and be happy, be secure, and feel protected. And the guys here have been able to make me feel like that, and it's taken quite a few risks on my end to be able to secure this space for me. But that's all that matters, is what's going on in this locker room, what's going on out there in the court, and how can we continue to build and grow. So the difficulty is just, it's there. It's life. It's COVID. We can't do much about it, but I well wish everyone's families, and we're here to play basketball and perform and put on for our families.
Brian Lewis, New York Post.
Hey, Kai, how you doing? This is twofold. One, I mean, obviously you were happy to be out there, period, and happy with all your teammates. But I mean, 10 months away for you and 18 months for KD. Just how did it feel for the two of you guys to be out there together finally and healthy and playing the way you were? And the second part, you mentioned your platform. I'm just curious, was there anything that was, and you said it vaguely, but I mean, was there anything specific that was either, I don't know, written, reported, vlogged, or what you guys to be out there together finally and healthy and playing the way you were? And the second part, you mentioned your platform. I'm just curious, was there anything that was, and you said it vaguely, but I mean, was there anything specific that was either, I don't know, written, reported, vlogged, or whatever, that maybe you felt some kind of way about, that you had to step back for a while and before you would talk to us?
Well, like I said, the focus is on what's going on in the task here, my job. And I wanted to make sure that that was clear. There are no distractions, nothing about dispelling anything, nothing about going back and forth, nothing about calling out one person or another, not even to refer to you guys as pawns, you know what I mean, or media. It's just really how I felt about the mistreatment of certain artists when we get to a certain platform, of when we make decisions within our lives, to have full control and ownership. We go through the rigorous season, we do everything we're asked to do, and we want to perform in a secure and protected space. And if I can't have my voice protected on this platform where I offer myself and my art, just inviting everyone to it, because this is what I've been blessed to do. I didn't make it from the best circumstances. I made it because my family had a foundation and taught me the right things of how to live a principle-led life. So having that in basketball and my art, it's just finding a balance, and that's all. So to answer your first question, can you ask that one again?
Well, I was saying, obviously, you're happy to be out there with all.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No,
10 months for you, 18 months KD, the two of you together playing like what you did.
Well, it's not the first time I've had a significant injury. I've been out a long period of time. So I've had to build myself back up quite a few times in my career, getting hit down in the 2015 finals with my fractured kneecap, and then, just having minor injuries and couldn't really avoid the injury bug, just being able to play a high level for a consistent amount of time. And, it was very disappointing. Having disappointing seasons the last few years hasn't necessarily been the best reflection that I wanted to put out, but it's a different show, it's a different stage, and it's a new beginning in terms of what we're building and moving forward with the pieces we have here. And that includes 7-Eleven, so get to know us.
The Athletic.
Hey, Kyrie. I got a two-parter for you. Obviously, you had surgery in February. I guess at what point this year did your shoulder start to feel back to normal and you felt like you could do everything you usually do? And then just what have your impressions been of Steve as a coach?
Well, to answer your second part, man, Steve's been amazing, and it really is a reflection of the type of person he is, and the IQ he has for the game, and he commands the respect, and it's not through just coming in and being the kind of typical rah-rah coach being on us. It's just giving us a comfortable space to grow, to communicate, to throw ideas out there. And then you got a two-time MVP coaching you, man. I'm like, I think I got to take back my comments in terms of a head coach back a few months ago. But it's just like, man, we have such a great synergy. Everyone feels like we're coaching one another to be better. So I'm grateful for that. And then your first question?
Andrews, ESPN.
I'm sorry, he had the first part of the question as well. What would you say again?
Yeah, just that you had surgery in February on your shoulder. I guess just what point this summer in the fall, I guess, did you feel fully back to normal?
Man,
or are you still feeling back to normal? Yeah.
Well, after any surgery, you got, like I said, you have to build yourself kind of to another place. You can't necessarily do all of the same things, but you can make some minor tweaks in your game to be able to still perform, with a shoulder that's just been repaired. So, like I said, I don't make any excuses before I go out there on the court. I put in the work. I'm just going to let it speak for itself.